Welcome, family, to another edition of Stranger Thinking Media, where we bring you the gospel of Yahushua HaMashiach, Jesus the Christ, to address the problems of a modern world. So stay tuned. We have an awesome show for you today. Sit back, dig, while we do it to you in 3D, so groovy that I dig me. Here to put a glide in your stride and a dip in your hip, and come on to the mothership. Swing down, sweet chariot, and stop and let me ride. Chariots of fire. And God said, "Let the earth bring forth the living creature after his kind, cattle and creeping thing, and the beasts of the earth after his kind." And it was so. And God made the beasts of the earth after his kind, and the cattle after their kind, and everything that creepeth upon the earth after his kind. And God saw that it was good. And the morning and the evening and the morning were the sixth day. So now, fam, we got a nice video for you. The topic of this one, topic one man's raptor is another man's mouse. You won't believe this.
Meet a distant relative of a velociraptor. Look at those fangs. They could easily pierce the scaly armor of any other dinosaur. This dinosaur's peculiar backbone lets it move on four legs pretty fast. Wait a second. I guess I mixed it up. This is actually a skeleton of a regular mouse. But hold on, don't turn this video off quite yet, because the velociraptor I just showed you has nothing to do with dinosaurs either. It's a figment of Steven Spielberg's imagination, translated into reality by the Jurassic Park movie crew. So how did dinosaurs really look? Why were the first fossils reburied? Why would scientists break the bones of dinosaurs? And who's hiding from us the truth about them?
So you can see that a mouse skeleton, with the right camera angle, just looks like a dinosaur skeleton, doesn't it? So, it's easy for them to put one over on us, if we're not paying attention. But I got another video for you guys. See if this one's helpful. This one is fossil images are random. Pay close attention.
Our primary source of knowledge about dinosaurs is bone remains, rare paw prints, and fossilized pieces of skin. From these fragments, you can create anything, not solely the image of the dinosaur that we're used to seeing now.
So basically, you can take the dinosaur bone, or they call them dinosaur bones, but are they dinosaur bones? And you can fashion them into any shape you want to make it look any way you want. So keep that in mind as we continue with our program.
But everything changed in the late 19th century. Discoveries in paleontology were made practically every hour. Exhibitions of dinosaur skeletons attracted large crowds, while scientists competed over the right to take credit for newfound remnants. American paleontologists Othniel Charles Marsh and Edward Drinker Cope became famous for the so-called bone wars. Packed each other in scientific publications, but their rivalry included bribing fossil hunters, stealing finds, and even a couple of broken bones. Dinosaur bone. Together, Marsh and Cope discovered and described 142 new dinosaur species, but they were so consumed with their rivalry that they had no time to double-check all their finds for authenticity.
So at this point in time, we hope this presentation has been enlightening to you and helpful to you. If you support the gospel and the spreading of the truth, we ask that you subscribe, like, comment, and share this video. Also hit the notification bell so you can stay up to date. Now back to the presentation. So the Bone Wars were basically, men being men. It was all about a buck and notoriety. Everybody wanted to become famous. and don't think human beings were any different back then as they are now. So I think we can understand where these men were driven to do what they did. So I got another video I want you to watch. You might find this one interesting. Raptors were tiny.
Look at the size of velociraptors in the movie. Now compare this to their real life size. Could it be that the filmmakers didn't know this? No, of course they knew. And the rest of the crews producing similar movies also knew. There was even a science consultant on the set of Jurassic Park, Jack Horner, a paleontologist. But Steven Spielberg, who was directing the movie, thought that realistic dinosaurs wouldn't look frightening.
So dinosaurs in the movies are always made huge to get that effect. I have nothing against a good dinosaur movie. I mean, they're very entertaining. I'm not knocking that. But when this becomes like taught in schools as fact, and that's the deception, is that it's being taught. It's no longer the theory of evolution. Like when I grew up, it's now evolution, like it's a law. So keep that in mind.
Truth is, not all dinosaurs were reptiles, and more so, not all of them were giant. Nowadays, scientists believe that most carnivorous dinosaurs were warm-blooded and had feathers, not scales. This information was picked up by Mythbusters, and now dinosaurs are shown like this.
So dinosaurs were birds and not reptiles? Well, dinosaur means terrible lizard, reptile. So what does that mean? Should we now call dinosaurs Dino, Pollo, Loco, or something like that? So this just the rabbit hole just gets deeper and deeper if you're paying attention to all of this.
Previously, the worlds of cinema misled us in terms of their appearance to make us enjoy the visuals. Now, popular science channels do the same just to make us watch them. And yet again, how did dinosaurs really look?
So even scientists, I mean, the pressure on them is extraordinary. You know, they have to preach this religion, evolution, and dinosaurs and all this stuff. So, you know, when people are pressured and on one end, and when there's fame and fortune on the other end, which way do you think people are going to gravitate? So, you know, human nature being what it is, let's be realistic. There's a lot of room for a lot of, you know, trickery, tomfoolery, whatever you want to call it. But I remain sanguine that the truth will, you know, kick in and start, you know, making everybody question what they believe and why they believe it. And God saw everything that he had made, and behold, it was very good. And the evening and the morning were the sixth day. So as we talked about in the previous video, a day could mean, you know, a few things. 2 Peter, it says, but beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing, that one day with the Lord is as 1,000 years. And 1,000 years is one day. And that principle holds sway throughout the scriptures. If you read it, you'll see. Sometimes God will call 1,000 years a day. So, you know, how long has man been here? You know, that remains to be seen. But keep in mind, the book of Genesis leaves itself a lot of room. So, with that said, family, Yah bless. May he cause his face to shine upon you. And hallelujah. We'll see you on the next video.